That's
what I have got going on. Is bubbles in the water.
Are you Soda Stream?
Yeah.
Oh.
Great.
Do you like the Soda Stream?
I do. I'm super lazy though, so we also buy cans.
Do you put your canned bottled water into your
If I'm going
into
somewhere.
your trap?
Yes. Because then I top it up with regular water. I have a whole system.
And then why the more water to take down the bubbles?
Just to take down the bubbles a little bit, because you got to get the exact bubble ratio.
Perfect. Now that we know that. I love that for us. Okay. Well, welcome to this week's episode of Nighttime Vendors, powered by The Source, your favorite place to catch up with Central Oregon's favorite funny faces. We are here this week, sans dudes. The dudes did not show up for today's podcast recording, which is totally fine because I have the amazing Laura B. Wright with me. Laura, if you want to introduce yourself for people who might not be familiar with you.
Yeah. I'm Laura B. Wright. I'm a comedian here in Central Oregon, and I kind of mind my body for the funny. So like all the weird things that are happening in a menopausal body is what I end up talking about often on stage.
Yeah.
So.
I feel like your comedy is very thought oriented. Like it's your thoughts about existing and experiencing existing. That's how I would describe it. It's very thoughtful comedy. So, it's intelligent comedy.
Oh, thank you.
Yes, I think it's intelligent.
It tends to be very introspective. If I go too far away from myself, then I'm like, well, I'm not sure what the truth is or what. But
introspective, narcissistic.
Egocentric. Give me a mic.
Yeah. A mic and a seat. I'm ready.
Pretty much.
No, I love watching you perform. And I'm glad to have you back on the podcast. So thank you for showing up, even though
thank you.
The dudes can't. We won't name the dudes, but the dudes who were supposed to show up did not show up.
All of you have some of them in your life, I'm sure.
Everyone knows a man who doesn't show up. Some people, it's their father.
A lot of comics, it's their father.
It's their father. It's like the original wounds that makes them funny. But I just got back into town. I was traveling, family vacations. I went to the Oregon coast. Are you a fan of the Oregon coast?
Love the Oregon coast.
Where's your favorite place on the Oregon coast?
Oh, you know what? I don't think I have a favorite, actually. I really just love being out there. I mean, Cannon Beach is amazing, of course. Lincoln City. I mean, there's so many.
Cannon Beach, that's the Goonies beach, right?
I think so.
That's
the one with the
Goonies.
haystack thing. Like the most pictured.
The most pictured rock.
Yes.
It's a big rock.
And it's really close to Portland. So I think it's like the beach that a lot of people associate with Oregon. And it's amazing. But I've only been there in the off season. So I think maybe during the height of the season, it may not be.
Might be less pleasant with people crowding the street.
Might be a little busy, I'm not sure.
We did the whole thing. So we went down to Gold Beach, which is practically California.
Yes.
Right? Turtle Rock is the rock. There's rocks all down to Oregon.
Yes. It's a rugged course line.
This is Turtle Rock. And then we went up to like Depot Bay, Otter Rock.
Oh, yes.
And we went to Florence.
Yes.
Which is lovely. I went to Florence for the first time in 2016 when I went there to perform. It is such a cute town.
Yeah.
And I'm so jealous of whoever has the job of running that event center in Florence. They do like 4 events. It's great. It's like, I'm like, I don't know how to it's ran by a city. I'm pretty sure that person gets a pension.
Oh.
Sweet gig if you can get it.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I like being near the water.
I know. It's amazing. It's always, even if the weather's bad, it's always great, I think.
Yeah.
Even if you're rainy and you have to be inside or you're kind of like, have to bundle up to go. I mean, you kind of need to bring all the clothes.
Yeah.
Right? Because you don't know if it's going to be cool or hot, but it's moody. It's a moody coastline.
Yeah. And we did it both ways. So we stayed at like state campsites, very affordable. Like state campsites in Oregon are great. They're like $35 a night. Pay $5 extra for your dog or something.
Yeah.
It's just the best. $40 and you have a great night on the beach.
Yes.
And then we went to this place, I think it's called Shalishan.
Oh, right.
Shalishan.
Yeah, I've heard of
that.
That
was not $35.
Yes. Yes.
And I did not foot that bill. That was a very generous gift by my in-laws. But what I realized is you kind of get the same experience whether you're paying $35 or like $400 a night.
Okay.
Seafood, fresh air, trees.
Right. Walk at the beach, do the hike. Yeah.
Yeah, like take in those sunsets.
Yeah.
It's the same. You don't need a lot of money to have a great time out there.
Yeah. Yeah. I agree. I mean, it is nice sometimes to come back and have a fireplace in the room and a tub in the room.
Yourself.
Well, that's true. That's true. Yes. Yes. Good point.
Yes, on that side of the mountain, they don't have fire bans.
Okay. I'll come camp with you and you can build the fire.
Yeah. Also, I have an RV and a fire pit with a propane thing. Much
easier.
Yeah. All about ease.
Yeah.
Ease.
Oh my gosh. Family vacations. Isn't that what did you?
Yeah.
I think you said you were with your family. I think you said it was a vacation.
So it started as a vacation with me and my husband, and then we joined our family.
Got it.
Which is also a vacation, but it's a different energy than when you're vacationing with your partner.
I feel like it needs to be a different word.
Should we come up with a different word?
I think it needs to be called something else.
Vacation?
It's close. We're getting close. Yeah.
Vacation.
Yeah. Right? Because like there's more there, right? It's not just, if it's you and your partner, you guys kind of know how to, like, you know how you work, right?
Exactly.
You know what you think is fun. You know what you enjoy together. When you're with family, and kind of when you add probably any more than like 5 people anyway, everybody has their opinions. Everybody thinks different things are fun. It's a lot.
For us, it was timing of the day. So some of us got up early morning.
Oh, yeah.
Some of us like to sleep in till maybe a little closer to lunchtime.
Yeah.
But by that time, some of us have already had breakfast and yoga and a sound bath class, right?
Yeah.
So it's just like aligning people's schedules but it's important to do.
Yes, it is really important to do. But I think to me, the best way to do those sorts of things, if it works out, is like a situation where people can kind of come and go. So like, not that I have the funds for this, but if like you could all be in the same beach house, or something, so everybody can kind of come and go. Or I think this is why cruise ships sometimes are really good solutions, because then everybody can meet for dinner. So every night you're gonna have dinner together, and everything else is kind of flexible.
I tried to propose that for a family trip recently, a cruise ship. So I was like, oh, we all get our own room, space, privacy, doors. Love it. But then, and there's scheduled times where we have to be together. Dinner, entertainment. And then there's times where we're not supposed to be together. And I think those kind of schedules are great.
I agree.
For family relationships.
I agree completely.
Yeah.
We are not sponsored by the cruise ship industry.
No, but
if you guys want to kick something this way.
If you do, we will take a sponsorship for our podcast. Absolutely. Speaking of, well, I guess this isn't really family related, but it's about Texas, where my family's from, your family's from.
Yeah.
I saw a video of a teacher in Texas. I know you're pouting
because I know where you're going.
It's so sad.
Yeah.
It's so sad. So as a teacher, first day of classes, senior students, 17, 18-year-old students, assigned them a paragraph and a sentence to write, and they couldn't complete the assignment. And these are people set to graduate within 9 months, right? And
terrifying.
Broke down crying because he realized that they just were never taught to read and write.
Right. And when you described the assignment too, it sounded like much younger work.
So the assignment, the way he described the assignment was, it was a paragraph they had to read.
Which is not that.
No, it's a paragraph.
Like, it's not like,
I would assume a paragraph, 7 to 8 sentences max, right?
Yep.
And then there was a sentence that had 4 words missing, and they had to fill in the 4 words.
Like, to me, that sounds more like elementary school work, not 17, 18-year-old work. And then they still couldn't complete it. It's terrifying.
And this teacher is in Houston ISD, which in their school is primarily a school. It has a lot of minorities in it. Minorities the majority in Houston, right? Like
I think that's true.
A lot of black and brown kids. And he feels like they're being shortchanged in their education.
100%.
And I agree. My sister was educated by the Texas school system. And while she is a very bright girl, lots of street smarts, love her very much, we miss some key things, like cursive.
Oh. She's like, I don't know what that is.
She can't read
it's a mystery.
Can't read my handwriting. Can't read it. It's literally like hieroglyphics to it, right? And word problems are tough for her because nobody taught her how to break down paragraphs.
Mm.
She can read. She can read. She's
yeah.
not an idiot. She can read, but it's just that was a skill that was never. And then I wonder, why are our school systems not educating children?
Not like just the basics of education.
Why are we not doing
just
this?
Reading, just like basic. So I didn't know how to read until I was maybe 11 or 12. I was educated by the Mississippi school system.
Oh, how was the Mississippi school system?
You tell me. Deep South, right?
Yeah.
And I didn't know how to read. But it was discovered because I wrote a very nasty letter to the principal saying that I was failing every spelling test, and because the teacher wasn't teaching me those words.
Yeah.
And so they figured it out somehow from this nasty letter that I wrote to the principal. I typed it out in the library.
I love it.
Full nerd. Who doesn't know how to read, so I don't know how all that works. But I only knew how to sight read, the Dick and Jane method.
Wow.
Right? Those books, right? Dick, Jane, and it was her dog named Dot, I think.
Yeah.
And so I could only sight read. And so if it was a word I'd never seen before, I had no idea how to spell it out. I had I didn't know how to phonics.
I hooked on phonics didn't work for me.
I never got it.
Yeah.
I never got any phonics until then. And I spent the whole summer with a private tutor to figure out how to read.
Wow.
Yeah. So
does spelling still make you anxious?
Super anxious.
Me too.
Super anxious.
Me too.
And I was actually going to I was thinking about this recently. I wanted to do maybe something with comedy with like words, and Houston's a great example.
Yeah.
So you say Houston, I say Houston. If you see that same word in New York, in the city, New York City, it's Houston. And I'm like, well, no wonder I couldn't read. You guys
this isn't my fault. This is the English language problem.
It's much too confusing.
It's very confusing. I agree. And my mom actually put me in a special ed class for reading because they thought I couldn't read. And it turned out I could read just fine. It's that I was getting bored while I was reading and I was thinking about other things. So I wasn't focusing on, so they had to teach me comprehension.
Okay.
But I could read.
Okay.
I just had to learn to pay attention.
Maybe read faster, right? So to keep yourself occupied.
Like to stay engaged and to remember it's part of a story. And overall, it's not just words.
You're like, yes, I got that word. Yes, I got that word.
Yeah. I was like, it's fine. I got the words. It's fine. It doesn't matter what they mean.
That's how I used to feel about all the characters' names.
Yeah.
Like I would just be like, oh yeah, the main character. And they're like, what's his name? I'm like, I have no idea. And of course, that's always the questions on the test.
Yeah.
Are like, the main character's name was Frank. And I was like, I don't know. Was it Frank?
About Frank.
I could tell you a story. I don't remember his name.
Well, I feel awful because we were talking about like names and things. When I meet new people, I fret so much about remembering their name and saying it wrong.
Oh, it's terrible.
Even if it's like a Smith, I'll be like, is it Smith?
Yes.
T is the H hard? Is it soft? Like, there's no other way to say Smith, but I'll make up other things in my head.
I will too. And then I'll ask them how to say it.
Yes.
And then I'm screaming so loud in my head to pay attention. Pay attention, pay attention, pay attention. So I get it. And it's so much that when they say it, I miss it. So that I still don't know how to say their stupid name. Like, not their stupid name.
Yeah.
I don't know how to say it. And it's very frustrating.
So this is us with our education. And if it's then what are kids? Oh, no.
I mean, we barely scraped through, really.
We barely scraped by. I know.
And if that's terrifying. That's terrifying. I mean, I feel like the world of misinformation is finished. We haven't seen the worst of it yet, maybe.
I don't think we have. I think I was listening to a doomsday. It was my and Bay Alex podcast. It wasn't a doomsday podcast. I lost this podcast. Like, we were talking about how AI is going to lead to the end of civilization in 10 to 20 years. And I was like,
oh, wow.
Oh, even if that's true, I can't hear that. Do you know what I mean? Like, even if it's true, I don't need to know. I don't need to know these things.
Okay, but you know what? We can use this information for good in a way.
Okay.
So if we think for a moment this might be true.
Yes.
What have we been not doing that we want to do? because go do it.
Go do it.
Go do it. Like, and I don't mean terrible things. Like, I'm not talking about like the purge or anything like that. I'm just saying, like, you know, if someone wants to like try stand-up comedy, like go to an open mic. If someone wants to like sing, try that too.
Yes.
I mean,
but I would still encourage you to keep paying your mortgage.
Oh yeah. Oh, definitely.
Like, don't think the world's going to end like.
No. Don't max out all your credit cards. Don't be irresponsible.
Yeah.
But just whatever you've been holding back in your life. Like, I think there's a lot of perfectionist people out there who like, I don't want to do it until I got it right. I don't want to do it until I have,
you know what?
TikTok, you know, like now is better than never.
Well, TikTok doesn't even, I can't even.
Oh, I know. No, I meant like,
I was like, what are you talking about?
Like time's going by.
TikTok.
I meant the old school TikTok, like not current. I'm
You're
old,
showing your age. TikTok like a watch with hands.
Yeah. And it used to make that noise.
TikTok.
Oh gosh.
Oh, yeah. Moving on, you saw a horrific thing. So we both live in Sisters.
Yes.
Which, for people that might not be familiar, Sisters is the cutest little town.
So sweet.
So sweet. Just about 25 minutes away from Bend. But you've been seeing something very scary in our area. What did the Nugget have to say?
So the Nuggets are local.
Our local newspaper. It has its own building. I don't know how it has its own building.
I think it's self-funded. I really do. Yeah.
We don't know this for a fact.
I don't know. My suspicions are, yes. And yes. So in there was an article about bats having rabies and about how, here we're going to put my comprehension skills to the test. Yes. But I'm pretty sure it said.
You read this.
I did read it. No, did I comprehend it? It did say something about Oregon's bat population there's more cases of rabies this year than there have been in past years. And people are going out into their yards and finding like multiple dead bats in their yards, which is horrible.
Yeah.
Yeah. And like if you don't want your dog accidentally taking a bite out of it, and I don't know.
Yeah, well, I mean, I don't know how rabies and rabies shots work, but I know that you don't want your dog to get rabies.
No, and you don't want to accidentally also be exposed, because if they don't know for sure if you were exposed, then they have to give you these shots, which are excruciating, I think. So, yeah. So,
do you have bats at your property?
I haven't seen. Well, we don't have property.
Do you have bats at your house? Is there bats in the tree on your land?
We have hummingbirds. I don't think I haven't seen bats.
Yeah.
I think there are bats around.
Yeah.
I mean, clearly there are, because it's written in the paper. Mm-hmm. I love them. I think they're beautiful. They're kind of like barn swallows as far as like how aerodynamic they are, and they're beautiful.
Yeah.
Fly,
they just swoop us on our deck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they're eating all the bugs, so it's fantastic.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But I don't love the idea of them having rabies.
No.
Is there any? I'm asking you like your event. Is there anything we can do?
Yes. With all my expertise knowledge, as an expert, let me tell you, as a bat rabies expert, if you do see them acting strangely, like if they're flying, one of the people said that it was like during the day it was flying, which sometimes they fly during the day, so I don't think that in and of itself is bad, but that it was like dive bombing their dog, and they're like, that was really weird. Like most bats go on about their business, they're not too. So they were like, that was acting strange.
Yeah.
And that if you see dead bats on your property, you could like scoop them. Don't touch them, right? But with a bag or something, scoop them up and get them tested.
Don't touch them.
Don't touch them.
That's our advice. Just don't touch. And if they're alive, like really don't touch them.
I mean, pretty much that's the advice for everything.
Just don't touch them.
Don't touch it. Don't touch plants. Don't touch. If you don't know what it is, don't touch it.
Just don't touch it.
Don't touch it.
It's a good rule for backstage at theater or
all the time.
If
it's not yours, don't touch it.
I know. Well, as a child, I have some trauma with a bat. Yes. So I grew up in Michigan. And we grew up in a house that was very old, like 100 years old. And we had bats in our attic, which we knew about, but we never really thought about what would happen if they made it into another part of our house. Well, one night they made it into my bedroom. Terrifying. I'm probably 11, 12, pull the covers over my head, start screaming, Bloody Mary, Bloody Mary. And no one in my family comes to my rescue. And mind you, they're all home. Like, they're all home, and I've never screamed louder in my life. Like, I'm screaming like as if I'm getting murdered.
This is a seminal moment right here about why you became a comedian.
Exactly. And I'm screaming, nobody's listening to me, right? And I finally muster up the courage to run out of my room and run downstairs. And I found my parents, and I was like, didn't you hear me? And they both looked at me, and they're like, yeah, you were being really loud. We turned up the TV.
You were bothering our show.
You were bothering our show. We couldn't hear it. We had to turn you up because Law and Order can't. It's really hard to hear the rapist over you. I'm sorry. And then, like, the bat flies downstairs. My stepdad grabs the tennis racket and kills it. But it was like, it was a moment in my life where I was like, wow, I'm in distress, and my family's response is to tune me out.
It's like double trauma. It is really, it's not, often they say that. It's not the first thing that's the problem. It's usually the knock-on effect. Oh, no one's coming to help us.
No one's coming to help us. I know that was.
That's a hard lesson to learn at 11 or 12.
It is. You know what we're lucky for in Sisters is that the firemen do come and help us.
Oh, okay.
Because we've been having some fires lately.
Yes.
Luckily, they are finally calm. Yes. It was Aqua Butte or whatever it was called.
Like we said, we're not great at the reading. No.
But it's like Aqua Butte or something. Yes. We name every fire.
Yes.
And we had this big fire near Sisters. Yes. You were on level 1 evacuation?
Mm-hmm. It was scary. It was really scary.
It came all the way into town, the evacuation.
The evacuations. Right? And half the town was on level 1. Yeah. It came fast, too.
Yeah. And you were saying out of everything, only 2 properties in our area burned, though, right?
That's true. That's my understanding.
And
only 2 structures.
So explain to me what you, because you read more than you. So what?
Oh,
the Nugget. You follow the Nugget more than I do.
I occasionally read the Nugget. I'm up on all of the things. So one of the properties that burned was an old stone house that I guess was built in like the 1970s. Mm-hmm. And a land called Wild Haven, I believe it's called, on the Stevens Canyon. Mm-hmm. And the article walked through that it was a couple people bought the property, 160 acres in the 70s. They built the structure. I believe that maybe at their death, I'm not sure, they gifted it to the Nature Conservancy. And then the Nature Conservancy had it from like the early 80s. And then in 2022, they gifted it to Sisters School District. And the very first thing I thought when I read that was, I don't know that all gifts should be accepted. I think that a lot of people think if someone wants to give you something for free, there can't be any bad to that, any downside to that. And I'm not specifically talking about this situation because I have no idea what thought process the school district went through of accepting this gift. I don't know. This might be a perfectly wonderful gift to accept. Yes. But I used to work for a nonprofit, and someone tried to gift the nonprofit a house. And we were not in the business of, the nonprofit was not in the business of owning houses. Yes. We didn't know what to do with this. And I remember saying, there were people on the board who were very excited about the gift.
Yeah, of course.
And then, and then I was like, whoa, wait a minute. Like, we don't want to own a house. Like, this is not, we don't know how to own a house as an entity. Why can't they sell it and give us the money if they wanted to donate to the organization? And for some reason they couldn't.
Because the house is unsellable.
I think so.
Somebody died in it or something,
Or it's got some kind of chemical, something going, I don't know. There's something going on. And so I was like, we really don't want to be saddled with this unsellable house.
Yeah.
So I just think, I think it's an interesting concept of like, not all gifts are, and you shouldn't accept all gifts.
Well, yeah.
We should think about it. Like, if you want to accept that gift.
Well, I think that comes with gifts. Anything that has value also has cost.
Yes.
And that's just in life.
Yes.
Me and my husband talk about this a lot, about wealth and building wealth. And we're like, it's not about like collecting stuff, because everything you buy, you have to take care of.
Yes.
Or if you don't take care of it, then
its value is gone. Yeah, it's so true. It's absolutely true.
I'm not great at maintenance. Are you good at maintenance?
It's tough though, right? Because I was thinking about, so I live with 2 cats, and so I think too, it's like, especially when you think about
I like how it's not you have 2 cats, you live with 2.
Oh yeah, no. I love that. They let me live there.
Yes.
Is kind of how that goes. Yeah. Because they don't care what my rules are. They don't care that I don't want them to put, their claws in leather things that I've owned before, And so then I think about like, okay, well, how much life do you want to have and have room for the relationships and for maybe cats and also some people who aren't going to be precious with your things.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want those relationships or do you want to have things that you have to be precious with? And so I think there's some lines there to think through, right? Of how do you actually want to live and what's important? And like you were saying, you don't want to have this valuable thing. I always thought like, I don't want to own like too nice of a car. Because it's going to get
a dent, and then you're going to care.
I don't need that stress.
I don't need it.
No. And so I buy my cars pre-dinged now.
Yeah.
Because it just makes me feel better. I'm like, it's already.
It's honestly why I would never like go to the straight. Like I would never want to have like a perfect face.
Oh.
Because you couldn't maintain it. It's going to.
Things are going to change.
Things are going to change.
Well, so I don't know if you noticed, I have itty bitty titties, and
I've noticed they're smaller than mine.
they're very small. And I have thought throughout the years if I wanted to get a boob job, but you can't just get one and be done. That thing requires maintenance
every 10 years.
Every 10 years, and I think most people don't know that.
Do you want to hear a crazy thing? Okay, so I've worked with a lot of female veterans.
Yeah.
And trick, if you are a female in the military, if you would like a boob job on Uncle Sam, you can claim that your military service makes you feel less feminine, get a boob job installed while you're active duty. And because they install them active duty, they have to replace them every 10 years at the VA for you. I have friends that have boobies on Uncle Sam.
I'm pretty sure they don't cover abortion care, but you're telling me they get boobs?
We're in America. Boobs are an American
very important
value. You've heard me say this over and over again. I've toured this whole country.
I know.
The only value I can find in every state, the love of the titty.
Oh my!
So isn't that crazy?
That's crazy.
Because
come on,
it's true.
It's crazy.
I know multiple female Marines who have boob jobs on Uncle Sam.
Okay. I mean, like on one hand, good for them.
Good for them. Get what you can.
Do whatever you want, for sure. But also, can we not have people who read? I feel like our society is a little skewed about what's important.
I feel like we're putting our money in the wrong place.
Yeah, I just want to go out on a limb and say, I think maybe we should reevaluate. Where the dollars are going.
Nobody asked us.
So now you can get testosterone and boobs.
Yeah, and I was reading. Now the new thing is like peptides, obviously.
Oh yeah.
So I think it's just like they'll just shoot you up, hormones, testosterone.
Oh, but meanwhile, there's an estrogen shortage. Do you know this?
No.
The estrogen patch.
Yeah.
The one I take. Yeah. I'm on HRT, hormone replacement therapy, gender affirming care.
Yeah.
And
love it.
And there's a shortage, a national shortage of estrogen
what I bet there
patches.
wouldn't be a shortage of? Testosterone.
Yeah. Well, right?
There would never be a shortage.
There's plenty. Now there's handing it out,
Tic Tacs into the military now?
Yes.
Like everybody has to take it?
Well, I don't think they have to. I just think they can.
They can.
They can. Yes. Yeah. But no, I can't get an estrogen patch. Yeah.
Isn't that ironic?
Things are about to get quite saucy, I gotta tell you.
You're like, my life is gonna change.
And everyone's around me. So I don't think you guys want, as a society, we don't
want all of our
medicated women.
Postmenopausal women losing their hormone therapy.
All at once. The rage, we've just been really been containing.
They'll become unpleasant, and then we'll have to deal with a world full of Karens.
We've been barely containing our rage.
But it's a justifiable rage in a way.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Especially if you can't get your drugs. Let me tell you what.
Yes.
That'll send you over the edge.
It'll go from Epstein files to Epstein trials real quick. We're about to, unleash. Yes.
On a completely separate note, because as pleasant as, murdering people because of menopauses. We are in Best of CO week here at the Source. This is where the best of Central Oregon businesses are honored. And there was not a podcast category this year, but we've decided that we have earned the best comedy podcast produced in Central Oregon. Yes. I think we might be the only.
It's the only one. But we are also the best.
If you get enough qualifiers, you can be the best at anything. And that's really what, being the best is finding out how niched down you have to get. So we are the best comedy podcast in Central Oregon. And I have the sign to prove it because I stole it from my neighbors next door.
There we go.
Yeah. Thank you, the Source.
I mean, I think I'm the best panelist right now, right? Because I'm the only one.
You're the only one. You're the
host.
best.
You're the best host.
I'm the best host this week. Exactly. You just have to get enough qualifiers.
Yes.
But do you know who I don't need a qualifier for? That's our guest this week. I was able to sit down with Tom Achilles, like Achilles heel. That's why I remembered his name. We were talking about phonics earlier. I had to remember it, like
connected to
something else. So Tom Achilles, he's a Brooklyn-based alternative comic. He's going to be coming to town Labor Day weekend with his shows. And I would love for you guys to get to know his quirky sense of humor a little bit more. Welcome to the podcast, Tom. If you can introduce yourself for people that might not be familiar with you and your comedy.
Yeah, absolutely. My name is Tom Achilles. I'm a comedian from Brooklyn, New York. And I've been living in New York for a little over 10 years now. And I'm excited to do the comedy festival. I've never been to Bend before. I've done a little bit of comedy in Portland and Seattle, but I'm really excited to check out the scene there.
Yeah, we're a great little community and we're very different from Portland. I think you will see the contrast when you're on this side of a mountain. We're a resort town, so it's the slowest pace of life. I've lived in New York, LA, Vegas, and life is like 10 times slower here. I think you'll very much enjoy your time in our city.
I'm looking forward to it.
And what do you like about working in New York? Why do you choose to make that your home base?
Yeah, so I'm originally from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. So I've always been a Northeast kid. And after high school, I went to college in Washington, D.C. They have a great comedy scene. I did a lot of improv down there and also dabbled in stand-up. And after college, wanted to go to New York just because it always was a dream of mine to do comedy in, the biggest city. And really found that there were just so many opportunities to get on stage in New York. So I love the stage time. And then specifically in Brooklyn, I feel like there's a vibrant comedy scene of, there are comedy clubs in Brooklyn. There's also alternative rooms. There's a lot of improv and clowning, which is kind of a newer scene that's cropped up. So you really get a good cross section of all different types of comedy. And I see myself sort of as like a variety act. So I feel like it's a great place for me to thrive,
I love that. You see yourself as a variety act. So I guess you would be like, it's odd what you do. If somebody hasn't seen your comedy before, it's not a typical stand-up. How would you describe it to somebody who has never seen your work before?
Yeah, absolutely. It is definitely more offbeat. I would say I'm more alternative. It is a combination of, I would say, musicality and rhythm, along with like tightly written comedy that is somewhat fast-paced. I also incorporate props as well as like characters. So it's I would say a cavalcade of different styles mixed together to hopefully keep the audience on their feet. I think a lot of that comes from like an improv background and then transitioning into stand-up comedy. I've really kept that as an influence. And I've always really enjoyed, I grew up on like Adult Swim comedy and, Tim and Eric and Reggie Watts and comedians that are a little bit more off the beaten path, but I've always identified with absurdity and physicality. So I hope to bring, a different Zaster, a different flavor to the lineup. And I'm so stoked that they are including, alternative acts. So really excited to perform.
Yeah, you're definitely a unique voice, but I love that. We love a good unique human being here in Central Oregon, so I think you're going to go over very well here. Can you tell us your comedy origin story? Do you remember the first time you stepped up to a mic as a stand-up?
Yeah, the first time was actually my high school talent show. I did a set, I think I was a sophomore in high school. And at that time, it was a lot of jokes about just like being at high school and being, in class. And I remember it going really well. So I kind of got that rush from getting an audience response and was hooked. I was also like a big fan of Whose Line Is It Anyway? That was like a big introduction to me when I was like in middle school and was fascinated by that show. So that was the first time I ever did stand up. And then improv, they actually had a team at my high school that was founded by someone a couple years older than me. And I joined that and just loved it. So that was sort of like the origin. I started in high school and sort of have been hooked ever since.
Wow, that's pretty impressive that your school had an improv group. I've heard of some colleges having them, but I don't know if I've ever heard of a high school having it. So a very progressive high school you went to.
I think so. Yeah. I've been told as well that it's like pretty rare. Like not many people had like high school improv teams. So I feel like I kind of got lucky in that sense where there was a robust theater program. I also did a lot of theater in high school, so that's also a big influence for me. Just being physical and being, projecting. I'm quite loud.
Yeah, we talked to a lot of stand-ups who have like a background basically as like a music theater kid. You know what I mean? I think there's something about that energy that translates to stand-up very well.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
And when you're touring around, what do you like to do when you're not doing shows? Are you an outdoors person? Do you go to museums? What kind of stuff do you like to do as you travel around?
Yeah, absolutely. Well, I enjoy hiking a lot, and I know that Oregon is great for that. So I'm hoping to get in a hike or two while I'm out there. I also love running. And yeah, I'm quite outdoorsy. I'm a big movie fan as well. So if there's any like local theaters, I'm sure I might like check out, a movie one night if there's time. And I also I'm a sports fan, so when I was in Seattle, I went to a Mariners game, which was a good time. But yeah, love being outdoors and love seeing nature, love being in nature.
Well, we definitely have a lot of nature in Bend, and we also have a cute little independent theater called Tin Pan that is owned. Well, it's the Bend Film Festival. I don't know if it's their nonprofit runs it, and they bring in all kinds of interesting stuff. And I think the theater maybe holds 30 people. It's very small, but it's quite the experience if you have the time.
Ooh,
so
I will definitely check that out. Thanks for the tip.
Yeah, of course, of course. And if people want to check out your comedy and see more of your work to get a feel for you, where would you direct them? Where's the best place to go and look for some of your work?
Yeah, absolutely. I would say my website, tomachilles.com. It has a good cross section of all of my work. And last year, I actually put out an hour comedy special called Mindbender. And that is living on my YouTube account right now. And that's at Tom Achilles 1. So if you're looking to get like a flavor of what is to come at the comedy festival, I think that would be a great one to check out. I also have an audio album on Spotify from a couple years ago called Guillotine, which was about a half hour. So I would direct people there. I'm also on Instagram at Tom Achilles. So for like more short form content, like clips or stand up reels, you can get like a little bit of just like a little shot of me there as well.
Perfect. Well, thank you so much, Tom. Is there anything else you would like to share with the podcast listeners before we say goodbye today?
No, that's been great. I'm super excited to be included in the comedy festival, and I'm really looking forward to experiencing Bend and to meeting all the great comedians that are booked on the lineup. I'm really grateful.
We look forward to having you in town. I'm really excited for you all to experience our sweet little scene. It's a lovely community, and we appreciate you making the trip here. Well, that was Tom. If you would like to check out where he's going to be here in Central Oregon, his website has the shows he's going to be at. I know he has shows at the Volcanic, at Capitol, at Open Space, so be sure to check out where you can catch his comedy while he is in town. There's also a ton of other great shows this week. We have Big Deck Energy at Silver Moon.
I'm hosting that tomorrow night.
Can you explain this show to me? It's a little different.
Yeah, it's a little different. It is a great lineup of comedians giving their hot takes via slideshow. And I think I said something to my sister about it, and I called it a PowerPoint. And she's like, why are they using PowerPoint? And I was like, I just mean that in a general sense.
Yeah.
So a slideshow. I think they're actually using Google Slides, but people can use whatever. And so they're going to have visuals with their...
Yeah, they're educating people, right?
I mean, I think some of it will be educational.
Let's not oversell.
I think some of
you're
it.
Not going to learn to read. You're saying
there are some very some of the comics are more on the intellectual side, and some of them are on the much more goofy side. So I think it's going to be a little bit of something for everyone. Right. Yes.
Cool. So Big Deck Energy at Silver Moon, August 19th. You can get tickets for that at Bin Ticket. Then there is the Summer Laugh-In Tour, which is Jamon's show.
Yep.
I don't have to. I don't know who's on that show. I know Jamon. This is Jamon. I think it might be one of his first productions he's produced in town.
Okay.
He just officially moved here from Northern California.
Yes. We're happy to have him.
Yes, we're happy to have him a part of the scene. His show is going to be at Craft on Saturday, August 22nd, and his tickets are also at Bin Ticket. And those are our big shows for the week. Of course, people are gearing up for Matt Rife next week at Hayden Home Amphitheater. And I think, any other shows?
I think that's what's going on.
I think that's going on. If you want to go out and see live comedy, please do. We have great local comics to support. Also, if you want to get on a mic, we have mics in town.
Yes.
Monday nights at Silver Moon, Beer Town Comedy.
Yep.
It was the runner-up in Best of Central Oregon for Best Open Mic.
Okay.
So earned honorable mention.
Fantastic.
For sure. And then Wednesday night at Craft. So
they're always fun nights.
Always fun nights.
Yeah.
I always say if there's less of a line at Craft, so if you kind of want to see everybody, it's a little bit easier to stay through the night. Beer Town can get a little. It's usually about 20 comics. I think at Beer Town. So it's a lot of people go up, and you get to see a whole range of people trying out their stuff. And I think it's a great place to kind of get introduced to the scene if you just want to see who's out there.
Absolutely.
Yeah. But that's it for this week's episode of Nighttime Vendors. We will be back next week with more of Central Oregon's favorite funny faces. Laura, if people want to find you online, where's the best place to connect?
Sure. I'm on Instagram, Laura B. Wright _ comedian. So
very simple.
Yeah.
Laura B. Wright _ comedian.
Yep.
Find the lady there.
I love it. Right.
And I'm Julia Reed Nichols. We are Nighttime Vendors. Be sure to like us where you like us. Click all the buttons. Share. I don't know. There's so many options to support, but it all really does help. We are a new podcast, so please do all the button things, and we will be back next week with more funny faces. Till next time. Bye.
Good night.